So even if your child has a disability, I personally can never understand what you are going through at this exact moment. I can only rely on what I felt, and I felt a lot of confusion. I was angry, I was sad, I was processing. I reached out to family, and I still felt like nobody really understood other than my husband, but even he was handling it a different way. And I think the important part to understand when we are faced with a child who has a disability is that the life that we had expected or thought of is going to be completely different. And that's the hardest part, is the grieving the life we expected. And it's okay to say that. It's okay to say, I do have to grieve the life that I was expecting. It doesn't mean we're hateful of our new life. It doesn't mean we're regretting it. It just means we have to take time to accept it. It's all about perspective. So today I wanted to share a poem with you that really helped me in this time when I found out my son had a disability of hemophilia B, factor 9 at 1%, which is a rare blood disorder. Now, obviously, children can have a wide range of disabilities, and every disability is completely different. But it's important for us, again, to realize that moving forward is just going to look different, and that's okay. And it's going to take us time to adjust, and that's okay too. If you are somebody who knows somebody who just found out their child has a disability, this can also be really helpful. It did make me cry, but I think it's a good cry. I think it's a cry of realization, and it's a cry of I'm not alone and other people have been here, and that's okay. And it also helps other people realize what it's like for individuals who now have a different outcome than they were expecting. And I am going to try my best not to cry. I also looked up how to say some of these things because I wanted to make sure I said them correctly. When you are going to have a baby, it's like planning a fabulous vacation trip to Italy. You buy a bunch of guidebooks and make your wonderful plans. The Colosseum, the Michelangelo, David, the gondolas, and Venus. You may learn some handy phrases in Italian. It's all very exciting. After months of eager anticipation, the day finally arrives. You pack your bags, and off you go. Several hours later, the plane lands. The stewardess comes in and says, "Welcome to Holland." Holland, you say? What do you mean Holland? I signed up for Italy. I'm supposed to be in Italy. All my life, I've dreamed of going to Italy, but there's been a change in the flight plan. They've landed in Holland, and there you must stay. The important thing is that they haven't taken you to a horrible, disgusting, filthy place, full of pestilence, famine, and disease. It's just a different place. So you must go out and buy new guidebooks, and you must learn a whole new language, and you meet a whole new group of people you would have never met. It's just a different place. It's slower paced than Italy, less flashy than Italy, but after you've been there for a while and you catch your breath, you look around and you begin to notice that Holland has windmills, and Holland has tulips. Holland even has Rembrandts, but everyone you know is busy coming and going from Italy. And for the rest of your life, you will say, "Yes, that's where I was supposed to go. That's what I had planned." But if you spend your life mourning the fact that you didn't get to go to Italy, you may never feel the joy, the very special, the very lovely things about Holland. And then I wanted to read some more about Emily and some of her experience. So I am often asked to describe the experience of raising a child with a disability, to try to help people who have not shared that unique experience to understand it, to imagine how it would feel. It's like this. So one thing that I really like about this is it expresses that sometimes, even though we have an image in our brain of what we think our future is going to be, sometimes our plans get changed, and that's okay. And it's okay sometimes to be like, okay, this wasn't what I had planned, but it doesn't mean we also can't accept the new and the beautiful and the different. So I hope that this was helpful to you. And if it made you cry, that's okay. And I hope that with time, with me too, I can be a voice for people who have experienced their child having a disability, a very unexpected disability, and I still love my child, and I still want to be there for him. And I hope that someday he can also speak for himself, and that he can be that difference too, and he can say it's okay. I just want to say, if you have left comments on my channel, thank you. I love being able to hear people's stories. I love that people share their stories with me, and it gives me such hope that it is going to be okay. And just because my son has a disability, it's going to be okay. And I'm so blessed that I get to be his mother, and I'm so blessed that I get to right now be his voice. And I hope that someday he can also be a voice for others with hemophilia. Well, that is all I have for you today, a short video. I wish you much luck on your journey wherever it may be in your life.